Don't you ever be afraid. You're alone, even when I'm alone. Oh, oh, oh. And forever be afraid. You're not alone. No, 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 you're not alone.
Hey YouTube, so today I am back with another video. So in this video, I'm gonna be doing a nice little story time. Story time, we're gonna be talking about the first time my people ever, caught me on the phone with a boy. Let me get some water first. So this story time, it actually takes place, like, I think I was like in like the 9th or like the 8th grade. But it's like when I was homeschooled. But parents, if you see this, I'm actually not like trying to bash y'all. It's really a funny story time because it's like really the situations that happened in my past, I don't too much take them as a bad thing. Like a lot of stuff happened for a reason. It happened. It happened, so I really couldn't control what happened. But like when I look back on certain situations, I sit there and I dead ass laugh about situations that happened because it just happened how it happened. So they caught me on the phone with a boy. Yeah, now nothing too much bad happened after they called, but it was just like how the whole situation played out. Like me personally, yeah, just you gotta listen to the story time. So I feel like as a kid, I always knew like I had a little sweetness to me. And my first time ever doing anything with a boy or knowing I did something with a boy, and it was not like I was forced to. I chose to do it. And it was like, for me, as a kid, in your head, you're not really worried about the judgment of others or how other people would feel about what you're doing that is not right in the eyes of others. But I was just living as a kid. And the boy is a thug now. I really never heard again ever from the boy. I think the last time I knew about the boy, he's like in jail now. But it's like sometimes in my head, I be like wondering like, do he ever remember like he did something like that at a young age? But he probably didn't. And it all started because kids playing house. No shit. Like sometimes you have to think as a kid, you playing house. How do you know certain things to do when playing house? Anyways, we just finna get into this video. So this video takes place in my high school year, but it's like in high school, I got pulled out of school because I just kept getting in trouble. I just kept like doing stuff in class and stuff. So, my parents were like, Al, you keep getting in trouble. Okay, you got to come home, be homeschooled. So me personally, I was homeschooled from my eighth grade year. We came into school August. I got homeschooled that September, so I wasn't even in school for like a month, and they put me out of school, and I'm just homeschooled. So me being homeschooled, I stayed to myself. I feel like as me personally, I really didn't have that outlet that I wanted. So it's like the outlet that I was looking for is like I felt like I had to kind of sneak my way into trying to do certain things. I guess you would call it sneaky, but me personally, if I feel like I cannot be open, if I feel like if I do this thing and get caught and get in trouble for it because how y'all feel about it, or just in general, it's like, I'm just gonna do it. I'm gonna do it where y'all won't properly find out, but y'all, they just still end up finding out, y'all. So this day, me personally, I still be getting on this app called Monkey, but Monkey, me and my cousins a long time ago, and brothers and sisters, we stayed on Monkey. Like every time they would come around, we just get on Monkey. It was like just for fun time. Sometimes we got on Monkey and situations happened that wasn't supposed to happen, but they happen. And you control it? No, you can't. So you just have to let it happen. So me personally, it was like, I'm gonna say a week before this, I was on Monkey and I had connected with some boy. I felt like his name was like Dwayne at the time, and he was staying like in Alabama. So it was just the fun of it, or just talking to him on the phone. I'm not gonna say I catfished him, but I kind of made it seem like I was a girl at the time. But it was like, my voice, it was squeaky as fuck, so it was like me telling him that he wouldn't know the difference between me being a boy and me being a girl, because I didn't have a deep voice really at the time. I still had like a little kind of girl tone, or I kind of had like a little squeaky voice. So me and Dwayne, we talking for like, I'm gonna say an hour, and that's when like we add each other as a friend, and that's when we just move on, from that. And that's when you would just start talking on the phone a little bit. Mind you, I don't think I had my own phone at this time because I just kept getting in trouble into school. Situations kept occurring, situations kept happening. So at the time, they gave my little brother my iPhone, and I think I had like an iPhone 8 Plus around the time. So being that he had my iPhone, sometimes I would still be on it, just to be on it. So I'm talking to Dwayne off my little brother, phone or whatever. But it's like my little brother, he really didn't know how to use the phone at the time. So it's still really my phone, but you know, they just gave it to you because I was in trouble. So yeah. Cool. So I'm gonna say this one night, you know, I'm not supposed to have this phone in my room, but phone in my room, so. And I think this around the time, you know, it was like a school night, so I had to be to bed, and, you know, I couldn't, you know, have no, you know, devices on me, and it was like, they knew I did not have no phone, but me, I'm on some type of phone. Yeah, cool. That's when, mind you, we not on the phone this night. We just like kind of texting on the phone, and we just like kind of going back and forth. So mind you, I'm sending him, I don't know if y'all know like a girl, she used to be famous back in the day. I think it was like one of her videos, because he was like, bro, I want to see you, like, I want to see if you know how to shake some. So, you know, if I was to send him me, most likely, no, I'm the boy. So, you know, I used this girl. She used to be an IG influencer. Her name Naima. So, you know, at the time, Naima, she used to do like the little dancing and, you know, doing like little BBE Jersey dances, you know, the little twerk, you know, stuff. So, you know, I found one of her videos, I sent it to him, and you know, we just going back and forth in the text message or whatever. Mind you, my parents don't even know I still got this phone in my room. And you know, we just texting back and forth. So my mama, you know, she bust, like, I'm not gonna say she bust in my room, but she walked in my room, and me, I kind of moved the phone on the side of the bed so she wouldn't know I had the phone on me. And mind you, we had bunk beds at this time. I put the phone on the side. I don't know, but a mother knows. No shade. She knew I was up to something because she was like, what you over there doing? Like, she just slid over there. Me, nothing. I'm just nothing. But me personally knew I was lying because majority of the time when I lie, my voice get higher. Like, at the time, my voice was, like, if you was to ask me a question and I was to lie about it, you would know because my voice would get higher than what it would normally come out at. So she told me to get up out the bed, and that's what she was like, move over. And, you know, she just started, you know, screaming through the bed, you know, put the message up, boom, phone fell. But I just knew, what can I do? Yeah. She got the phone. Mind you, she already knew the password to it because it was my little brother's phone. So, you know, she getting the phone. She going through the, you know, phone. She started going through the messages. And that's like, she asked me, like, who this is and whatever. So, mind you, I think I did come out to my mama before this situation happened. But they just never knew me to talk to a boy or, like, just to have any kind of, like, relationship with a boy. I just told them, you know, like, I kind of, you know, feel like I'm bisexual, but really, no, I really feel like I'm just, you know. But it's like, at the time, you don't really want to tell them, okay, you fully, like, you never know how your parents gonna react to it. Some of their reactions don't be the reaction that you be looking for, so you be trying to give them the, I'm bi, so, you know, you could still think I like girls and all this, but, you know, I still do love them down. Who run the world? Women. Come on now. She started going through the phone. She see, like, I'm talking to a boy or whatever, and that's when, like, she called me into the room, and that's when she was like, who is this or whatever. I'm telling them, like, that's my friend, you know, this and this and that. But me personally, I'm trying to tell them that's a girl, but it's like, in the text message, you know who blue, you know who green. Our truth is right there. So no shade. I'm trying to say it's a girl, but it's like, they could just know I'm lying. It's not really no girl. So my stepdaddy, he called a number. Knew it was gonna be some shit. And my stepdaddy asked, like, who is this? So the boy was like, who is this and this and that. So that's when they going back and forth or whatever. But it's like, it's nothing to like going back and forth, but they just trying to see who I was talking to on the phone. Mind you, y'all already got it. I'm talking to a boy on the phone, but so they looking at me. I just knew who asked for to get told. But they didn't beat me for it, but they were just like telling me, you know, you always doing something sneaky, this and this and that. I heard that too many times. Like, it's like I'm just used to it because it was like, if I don't feel like I have a space to be myself, if I feel like I don't have a space to do, it's not like what I want to do, but it's like if I don't have the space to like feel like I'm being free, I'm going to find a way to do it without you knowing. If you find out and not like it, then you find out and not like it. So, you know, talking to me, like, you know, shade. So, you know, after that, mind you, as a kid, being in, you know, middle school, I used to love doing YouTube. Girl, deleted that. They took me right in the kitchen. Every YouTube video you got, deleted. And that made me so freaking angry. But it was like, I mean, I couldn't really control it because it was like, they're the parent. Listen to them. So, you know, yeah. Like the next day, it was like a lot of, I don't feel like my mama, she really meant this, but it was like she said it out of anger and she called me out my name. I don't ever think she remembered it, and I don't feel like she apologized for it. But it was like, it is what it is. I don't really too much hold her to it because we're in a better place and the past is the past. So, you know, I really don't hold on to like what happened. So, deleted everything, you know. I really couldn't have no phone. Shit, nigga barely could have motherfucking freedom. Like, bitch, I was locked up and won't let me out. No kizzy, like real shit. So yeah, I just wanted to get on here, do a little quick little one two story time, cause I just feel like that was funny. And plus, in my other video, I kind of said, you know, that would be a good story time. So I was like, why not go on here to do it? That was my little story time, me getting caught on the phone with a boy. And me personally, I don't ever like, you know, I know the lifestyle I live, and I know that, you know, some people dislike it, and it's really not my problem. It's their problem because they don't like it. Because however they don't like it, I don't really too much care to understand it. I tried to for so many years, bitch, still can't. So why even worry about it? So like even now, I'm not finna tell you who I talk to. I'm not finna tell you who I be with. If you ask, closed mouth will be fed. But if you just asking to be in my business, but you really don't care, I'm probably not gonna tell you times out of 10, because that's y'all just, it's like people just be wanting to be in your business, know your business, so they could start telling folks about your business that don't need to be in your business. Like, oh, mind your business. Seriously. So, yeah, I hope you like, comment, share, subscribe. I hope you send it to, like, 4 friends. And stay prayed up till your days up. No shade.